the Managing Director of ProTrain Technology Sendirian Berhad. Let's pass this section to Mr. Taufik.
Okay, guys. This is my first time going to APU, so quite wonderful. Okay, and hopefully the session that we'll be sharing this evening will be something useful for all of you. All right. Okay. I will talking about how if you guys want to make a good prototype. Okay. I believe in your subjects, or in your curriculum at fourth year or third year, there are things that you have to make a prototype, especially for the technical students. All right, you are coming from a computer science, software, or mechanical, electrical. So this is something that you will definitely will do it. Okay. And also good knowledge for those who are non-technical background. At least you know what is the skills and what is the steps required in order to make a good prototype. We are not just talking prototype, but how to make a good one. Okay. Let me start my slides. Sometimes hundreds of millions. All right. I mean, that would be my answer.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about product and prototype, there are some gauge. How do we gauge what is the level of a product or prototype, right? Okay. Okay, now, we call it TRL, Technology Readiness Level. I was told TRL was developed by the NASA back then because NASA is one of the pioneer in terms of technology, right? Because they want to go to the space. Okay, whatever we have here cannot work in the space. So they have to make a new technology. A lot. All right. So they define from TRL1 to TRL9. So a prototype, all right, is being defined in terms of TRL. All right. Okay. Now, the second, as you can see in the picture, you can read what is the definition of TRL, right? So it is the how do you assess which level of TRL of the prototype? Okay, now we are talking about prototype. All right. Okay, for a product, normally it already in the TRL 9. Okay, but if a prototype, it can goes down from TRL 1, climb to 2, 3, 4 until 8. Right? Sometimes if you are good enough, if as a team doing the prototype, you can jump. My prototype is already achieved TRL 4, TRL 5, TRL 6. If you go out there, I mean in Malaysia, TRL.
And the question from our online student is prototype a compulsory process before creating a product? Prototype a compulsory process before creating a product?
Short answer, yes. All right. Normally, if you don't have a product, if you don't have prototype, then you can't test. Okay. Of course. Okay. Now, in my back then 2004, I was working with Proton. Okay. So every car that we produce, we have to have a prototype because we have to see any problems at least. How does it function? Okay. Is there any problems? In fact, those prototype we use for testing. You know, crash test when people the yellow car and then we send it overseas and then they will do the crash testing by hitting a barrier or a honeycomb. So that's why we need a testing. In fact, all companies like Toyota, Honda, they will make a prototype. Of course, this company like Toyota, Honda, okay, all these very very good company kan, they can reduce the time because they knew the the technology very well. So instead of making the prototype for 1 year, they can cut short maybe half only 6 months. So yes, Prototype is important. In fact, iPhone 3, right? If you search, then Apple also do the same thing. They will make sure they have a prototype.